Good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. It is Friday, September maybe 26th. It is almost 7:45. Scott and I, damn, I can't take them off. Scott and I are going to attempt to do some hunting tonight. I'm not going to stay out too late. But, reminds me, I got to take some Advil before I head out. Anyways, I don't know if I've ever done this before, but I'm going to do it tonight. I have Lucky Duck Roughneck is what I use for my call. I have several calls that I got from Josh Nash, a buddy of mine, who got some from other people. He just shares his calls sounds with me. So we're loaded up with sounds. Not sure what we're going to use tonight. Probably a location howl and maybe some distress animals or something. Shooting my slung over my back my 22 Creedmoor, Horizon Arms 22 Creedmoor with my Pulsar Thermion. I don't know. It's XL or something like that. I can't remember the exact nomenclature. It's the XL version, the newest version. I got a Pulsar Helion scanner, some extra ammo, shooting Hornady 80 grain ELDX. Let's see. I'll show one of them right there. It's almost like a 22 250 round. Kind of a lot like it, actually. Got my Two Vets tripod, carbon fiber, and I got my Walmart headlamp. It's a Coast or something like that. And this thing is, it's the shit. I mean, battery's a little weak in it right now, but it's nice. Works real good. Got my QU chest rig. Is actually for binoculars, but it works really well for my scanner and for my call, my ammo, and I can put a rangefinder there. I can put my cell phone in there too if I wanted to, but I usually just keep my cell phone in my pocket. But like I said, it's been a couple weeks since we went out. Scott and I went out 2 weeks ago, Friday, and 6 sets, nothing. I'm not being optimistic about tonight, but being that we haven't been out for a long time, I don't know. You never know. But around here, the coyotes have just gone away, or they're all dead. I really don't know. I was watching HHS boys from North Carolina, maybe South Carolina, on YouTube this afternoon, and they have had a dry spell as well, but they got out and they smoked too whenever they made their most recent video. And I'll try to put a link to their YouTube channel in my video, if this makes it to video format for my channel. Anyways, because if we don't kill nothing, there ain't no sense in posting anything. Just like when I'm dove hunting, same situation. Don't kill nothing, you ain't gonna see nothing. So anyways, Scott's on his way. I'm not sure what kind of gear he shoots. I know he's got AGM thermal. He shoots a 22, I think it's Bear Creek Arsenal 22 250 in an AR platform. Bog pod maybe. I don't know what his tripod is. It's kind of a flimsy carbon fiber. It's real small, but suits him. But as far as that goes, we're gonna go do a couple of sets. If we don't hear anything like last time, it's probably gonna be a real short evening. You go out and do 6 stands in a night and don't hear a coyote not one time, then it gets discouraging after a while. But that's just kind of an overview of what's gonna happen this evening. So come along, and fingers crossed we see something and get a shot. That'd be awesome. Even a miss would be exciting. But yeah, so we might go to my buddy Char's. I was thinking about that. I haven't been out to Char's for a while. Coyote hunting, that's where I dove hunt. But we might hit that spot out there. I don't know if I want to go to Chris Mooney's place, because it's like a 45-minute drive just to get to his house. We're probably going to do Denny Powell's for sure, because it just seems to be good all the time. I mean, it's just rare that we don't at least hear something there. The Antipad, I don't know. We'll probably do Mouse's. It's a farmer right down the road. We might do Stall Hill. I don't know. It's just some of our local spots that we hit. They just, like I said, I thought about going the other direction, go north towards Middleburn, and seeing if we can't get something out on Charlie's farm, or something out Sellers Road, or Girls Run or something like that. Maybe Craig's farm. But I think for tonight we'll just stick close to the house and see what happens if we get any noise. So like I said, come along. Fingers crossed we get something. He's coming too, boy, ain't he? This is our second set, and as you'll see soon enough, we had a slight breeze coming in from our back sides, so not an optimal setup for this area right here. But as you'll see, we make it pay. We make it pay off for us. Moving to the right, you see him? What? I did too. Yeah, I see him. What? Yeah. He's probably going to get our wind. You want to take him right there? Yep. Let him stop again. Ready? What?
That's a calf.
Where'd he go?
He went right down to the right.
Ah, fuck. He's running.
You see him?
Yeah. He's right down in the field off the road in front of that cow.
Want to see if we got him?
I'm gonna got our wind.
Whenever you want to shoot.
Shoot it.
It's down.
Yeah, oh yeah. I had to shoot through the fucking oil derrick. See him get our wind?
I'm hoping we got that other one laying up there too.
Yeah, I hope so too. See it? Got our wind, or got that dead dog's wind. You want me to take him?
You can get him. You got a cow running.
Stop, you fucker. Damn it. I ain't shooting over them cows. Come on, go back. There you go. Well, I think we got it done. I know we got one coyote on the ground, and I think a second one. I took a shot at the third one, but it was running pretty good and pretty far away, so I don't know. Sorry about the lighting. But Scott and I are going to walk out there now and see if we can locate the first one we shot. And then the second one we shot is laying right there where we can see it. You see that on the video of the gun. And then the third one is running still, so I know I didn't hit him. Come on, let's go see. Okay. Coming up on about 100. Yeah, I see it. Coming up on about 160 yards, maybe 175. And there lays number 2. Fuck, center punch that one.
Yeah.
Male.
Male. A big male too, isn't it?
Yeah. Good looking fur on it. Look at it. Wow. Man, he took a shit right there, didn't he? The old death shit. All right, let's continue on up and see if we can see that other one. We'll grab him on the way back. Well, after an exhaustive search, 15 minutes, the first one we shot at, we can't locate it. He was hit, but I'm pretty sure he was hit. But I don't think he was hit bad enough to just die right here, because I saw him come down into the field and I never saw him leave it. So either he's laying in this field somewhere we can't see him, or he's managed to get up across the road out of our sight line of where we were setting up at. But Scott's across the field over there just looking, and I mean, it's a possibility that he doubled back on us, but I don't think so. I think those were 3 different coyotes, and we managed to kill the second one, and the third one got our wind. They all got our wind. That's what stopped them at the gate right there. They got our wind, and we just had to shoot. And that's when he was going up the hill, the first one, he had gotten our wind and stopped. And I coaxed him in a little farther with that rabbit, but aside from that, we had to take a shot. It was only like 167 or 170 yards to that thing, but I might have rushed a shot. I'm gonna review the footage and see. Scott's gun fucking scared the shit out of me. It's he doesn't have a suppressor on his. That thing's loud with that muzzle brake he's got on it. But anyways, we're gonna get this one out of here, get him taken care of, and go hit another spot for tonight. There's my man Scott dragging out the 50-pound male. Probably 35 pounds. He's fat. Well, damn it. 1 out of 3. Better than 0 out of 3, huh? Well, we're at location number 3. We're at Darren Dodd's. I just sounded off with a psyche howl, and behind us, a whole pack lit off, but they were about a mile back down the road. So probably won't be seeing them anytime soon. But we're gonna stick around here anyways and see what happens. Well, as you can tell, tonight was a success. We actually, during the hunt, the first set we didn't hear anything. Then the second set, first set was at Mouse. Second set was at Denny's. We called in the one. As soon as we set up, we heard coyotes to the right. They were real close. We knew we were going to get into something there. And then I started playing, and Scott sees one coming from way out there straight at us. And when you watch the videos, he comes into about 200 plus yards and then goes to the starts to go left, or well, in the video it looks like he goes to the right and then goes up the hill to the left. And that's when I said, hey, we better take a shot at him, because I'm pretty sure he winded us, is what the problem was. I had changed the sound on the call, or turned it down, or quieted it down some or something, but I had a feeling he got our wind. And then when we shot him, the sound of Scott's guns unsuppressed, and it startled me. So, in my video, I'm probably shaking a lot. But anyways, I wasn't certain if we hit it. It looked like we hit it in the rear end, because when it ducked down, what had happened was when I reviewed the video, you see him just start to walk away. We thought he was stopped, and he started to take a step as we pulled the triggers, and I think we got him in the rear end somewhere, the guts or something maybe. And then he hauled ass down the hill and across the way, and then I caught a glimpse of his head, but I thought for sure he was going to be laying right there in that cattle field right there somewhere. But I told Scott, I said, just hold on a second, hang back. He was eager to go get him or go look for him. And I said, let me just try, because when we set up, there was, like I said, more than one coyote there. And sure enough, it wasn't a few minutes, a minute later maybe, I don't know, but out from the creek to the right came one running, and it got to that fence through the gap, and I know it smelled something, because it cut back and it was starting to go back to the right. And I said, dude, it smells us. And when he stopped, shoot him. And my shot, I didn't have one initially, and then he walked up and then got in behind that pump jack, and I'm like, crap. And then he was just in between the pump jack arms of that pump jack, and I was able to get on him, and we'd pulled the shot off there and dropped that one right there in its place. And I just told Scott, I said, wait, let's just wait. And sure enough, another minute later, here come another one out, and he got our wind, and he got the wind of the dead coyote, which I thought he got the wind of both coyotes, but he got the wind and then was bolted. And then he stopped for a minute way out there, probably 500 or 600 yards. But then the cattle were in the way, and I didn't want to shoot over top the cows. So I waited, and he started to come back to the left. And when he did that, I zoomed in as the best I could and just kind of rushed the shot a little bit. I knew it was going to be a 1 in a million shot if I got him that far out. But yeah, I mean, he may have been 600 yards. I really don't know. But I definitely didn't get him, because I saw him running away. He was running back towards the ranch barn down there, the equipment shed down there, and then went across the field to the right. But we recovered one of them. Pretty sure we hit the first one. So still a good night. We got the two, one at least in hand. And then we did another set out at Darren's. I have some video, a little clip of that, but I don't know if I'm going to air that or not. And then we left and came back to the ante pad by the mail pouch barn and set up. And we had one. He wasn't a couple hundred yards away from us, but he never did show up. And then we called it a night. Got to save some of our other places for another evening. But that was pretty much it for this evening. Back on the board. It's a good deal. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and tell your friends about me. If you have any questions or comments, hit me up. If you want to go hunting one night with me, we'll make it happen. Thanks again for watching. Till next time.